All right, everyone. So today, talking about truth. Truth is something that's not what we would call in vogue right now. At least not objective, moral standard that there is a truth, the nature of truth. And so I want to just discuss that really quickly with us, why truth is so important and how we as Christians can go about seeking the truth. In John chapter 8, starting in verse 31, Jesus says this. Jesus said to the Jews who had believed him, "If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." They answered him, "We are offspring of Abraham, and have never been enslaved to anyone. How is it that you say you will become free?" Jesus answered them, "Truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who practices sin is a slave to sin. The slave does not remain in the house forever. The Son remains forever. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. I know that you are offspring of Abraham, yet you seek to kill me because my word finds no place in you. I speak of what I have seen with my Father, and you do what you have heard from your father." So, really quickly here, truth. Truth sets us free. This is why it's so important that we as followers of Christ hold to truth. And we need to understand something, that our opinions and our experience, though they may be our opinions and maybe they're even correct, are not the truth. We can have our viewpoints, we can have our experiences, but they're not like objective, moral standard, the thing that defines everything else, truth. Our experiences matter, our opinions matter, and they're okay, but our opinions and our experience are not the standard objective truth. But Jesus says this, that when you know the truth, when you abide in his word, which is the truth, is the things that Jesus said and taught and believed in Old Testament, New Testament, Genesis to Revelation, are the truth, the word of God. And what does Jesus say? He said, the truth will set you free. And if the Son sets you free, you are free indeed. This is what the gospel does. It sets us free. Paul says it's for freedom you've been set free. And where we go to find truth is the word of God, the scriptures that he's given us. This is where truth is contained. This is where we find how to be discerning. This is where we find how to walk by the Spirit. This is where we find life. And Jesus makes a very important statement. He says the truth will set you free. See, truth is not a hammer to beat someone over the head with and burden them and weigh them down and say, "Gotcha, see, I'm right, you're wrong, you're an idiot, I'm smart." Truth is not a hammer to be wielded to hurt someone. Truth is a key to unlock a door, or actually unlock the chains that enslave us. We talk about enlightenment. That's a really important thing these days. We're going to be enlightened. Real enlightenment is the truth of Jesus Christ. If you really desire to see change happen, I'm going to keep saying this over and over and over again. It's going to come by the truth of Jesus Christ, the truth of who he is. If you're going to search for the truth in the media, you're going to search for the truth on the internet, all that you're really going to do there is not search for the truth. You're going to search for the things that back up your opinions and your preferences and what you already think is the right way. You can find any article or any video to back up what you already think is true. But we as Christians look for actual truth. And the place that you find actual truth, the anchor for the soul, the thing that keeps us stable and keeps us on the right course, that keeps us in life, that keeps us free, is the truth of Jesus Christ, his life, death, and resurrection, and his words that he proclaimed to us. The truth, again, let me say this one more time, the truth is not a hammer to beat someone over the head with. This book is not a hammer to beat someone over the head with. It's a key that unlocks the chains that gives people life. And so that's the nature of truth. That's why it matters. And when we as Christians look for truth in other sources and other places, I'm not saying there's not truth outside of the Bible, but what I am saying is we need to be discerning of truth and not just look for things that back up our own preferences. Because all people, apart from Christ, are enslaved to sin. But if the Son sets you free, you're free indeed.